In a stunning turn of events, Ethereum ETFs received a record-breaking $1.1 billion in a single day, signaling a significant shift in institutional investment preferences. This unprecedented influx could reshape the landscape of cryptocurrency investment. Here's what you need to know. The recent surge in investments into Ethereum exchange-traded funds, ETFs, has ignited a wave of speculation regarding the future trajectory of the cryptocurrency market. This influx signifies a growing institutional interest in Ethereum, which may alter the competitive landscape historically dominated by Bitcoin. Bitcoin has long been regarded as the flagship cryptocurrency, often overshadowing its rivals due to its first-mover advantage and widespread adoption. However, as Ethereum's capabilities expand, especially with its focus on smart contracts and decentralized applications, investors are increasingly viewing it as a viable alternative. This shift is significant, as Ethereum's technological advancements position it uniquely in the market. If the current momentum persists, Ethereum's price could not only climb to unprecedented levels, but also challenge Bitcoin's long-standing market supremacy. Such a phenomenon could trigger an altcoin season, reminiscent of previous market cycles where altcoins like Solana and Dogecoin experienced substantial gains. Moreover, Bitcoin ETFs may find themselves under pressure to innovate or diversify their offerings to maintain institutional interest, potentially leading to a more dynamic market landscape. Market volatility is another crucial factor to consider. The rising fear and greed index suggests that the market may be approaching overbought conditions, which historically precedes sudden price corrections. Analysts recommend closely monitoring Ethereum's price movements and trading volumes, as sustained inflows could further solidify its position as the leading cryptocurrency. This evolving scenario raises critical questions for investors. Will Ethereum's ascent catalyze a permanent transformation in the crypto ecosystem, or will Bitcoin ultimately reclaim its throne? The next few weeks will be pivotal in determining whether Ethereum can maintain its upward trajectory, as market corrections may redefine the current landscape. Investors should prepare for potential volatility as these dynamics unfold. The monumental inflow into Ethereum ETFs on July 11, 2026, marks a significant turning point in the cryptocurrency landscape, following a period dominated by Bitcoin-centric institutional investments. Major firms like MicroStrategy and Metaplanet have amassed substantial Bitcoin holdings, reinforcing Bitcoin's position as the leading cryptocurrency. However, market dynamics have begun to shift dramatically. Ethereum's price recently experienced a notable 9% decline, coinciding with a downturn in the NFT market cap, signaling a potential buying opportunity for institutional investors looking to diversify their portfolios. This decline, while concerning, has historically been seen as a precursor to altcoin seasons, where investors shift their focus from Bitcoin to other cryptocurrencies. The backdrop of regulatory clarity surrounding cryptocurrencies has played a pivotal role in this shift, particularly with the impending vote on the Clarity Act, which aims to create a more transparent regulatory environment. Increasing support from influential political figures for cryptocurrency initiatives has further bolstered investor confidence, suggesting a more stable future for digital assets. Historically, the cryptocurrency market has shown cyclical patterns, where initial enthusiasm for Bitcoin transitions to altcoins, underscoring the volatility and rapid shifts in investor sentiment that characterize this landscape. The impact of this shift is profound, as it not only diversifies institutional investment, but also enhances Ethereum's position as a viable alternative to Bitcoin. The growing institutional interest in Ethereum may attract even more retail investors, potentially leading to increased market liquidity and stability. Looking ahead, as regulatory frameworks become more defined and institutional confidence continues to grow, Ethereum could solidify its role as a cornerstone of the digital asset ecosystem, setting the stage for sustained expansion and innovation in the cryptocurrency market. The record inflow into Ethereum ETFs is not just a milestone, it signifies a critical shift in the investment landscape for cryptocurrencies. This development could have immediate and lasting consequences for both the market and individual investors. Recently, Ethereum ETFs have seen unprecedented interest, with inflows reaching historic levels. This surge reflects a growing confidence in Ethereum's underlying technology and its potential for future growth. Institutional investors are increasingly viewing Ethereum as a more attractive option compared to Bitcoin, primarily due to its functionality as the backbone of decentralized finance, non-fungible tokens, and smart contracts. The ongoing upgrades to Ethereum, particularly the anticipated transition to Ethereum 2.0, promise enhanced scalability and utility, which further fuels this interest. Historically, Bitcoin has dominated the cryptocurrency market, often overshadowing Ethereum. However, as Ethereum continues to evolve, its unique capabilities are drawing more attention. The current Fear and Greed Index has risen to 63, indicating a growing optimism among investors, which can significantly influence market dynamics. This surge in sentiment is important as it often correlates with increased investment activity. For investors, this shift suggests that Ethereum may outperform Bitcoin in the near term, particularly as altcoins gain momentum. The implications extend beyond just Ethereum. The entire cryptocurrency ecosystem may be poised for a resurgence, especially if institutional capital continues to flow into Ethereum. This event emphasizes the importance of reassessing investment strategies, as Ethereum's rise reinforces its status as a critical infrastructure asset for the crypto economy. The average investor should care about this because it could lead to significant changes in portfolio performance and market trends. As Ethereum continues to gain traction, traditional investment strategies may need to adapt, reflecting a more diversified approach that includes cryptocurrencies. Looking ahead, the momentum generated by these inflows could pave the way for Ethereum to solidify its position as a leading digital asset. If this trend continues, we may witness not only a shift in market dynamics, but also a transformation in how cryptocurrencies are perceived by mainstream investors. With institutional interest growing, Ethereum is poised to become a fundamental component of many investment portfolios in the near future, fundamentally reshaping the landscape. On Monday, July 11, 2026, Ethereum ETFs experienced a monumental influx of over $1.1 billion in fresh capital, marking the largest single-day investment into any crypto ETF ever recorded. This unprecedented event overshadowed Bitcoin's brief surge to $122,800, a price point that had generated excitement yet paled in comparison to the Ethereum ETF wave. Altcoins such as Solana and Dogecoin also benefited from this bullish sentiment, witnessing impressive gains of 9% and 8% respectively. Following this influx, the total cryptocurrency market capitalization reached approximately $4.13 trillion, reflecting a 2.8% rise in a single day and an impressive 11.1% increase over the past week. This shift in investment patterns is particularly noteworthy as it signifies a historic pivot in institutional preference from Bitcoin, which has long dominated the crypto landscape, to Ethereum. Traditionally, Bitcoin has been viewed as the gold standard of cryptocurrencies, but this massive inflow into Ethereum ETFs suggests a growing recognition of Ethereum's multifaceted utility. Analysts point to Ethereum's foundational role in decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and smart contracts, which have seen explosive growth in recent years. The sheer scale of this inflow has never been seen before in the realm of crypto ETFs. Investors are interpreting this substantial investment as a clear signal of growing confidence in Ethereum's future prospects. As institutions pivot towards Ethereum, they are betting on its potential to reshape financial systems and digital ownership. This shift could lead to increased volatility in the cryptocurrency market as investors reassess their portfolios in response to changing dynamics. Moreover, this influx may encourage more regulatory clarity in the cryptocurrency sector, as institutional investors often seek transparent frameworks that can support their long-term strategies. With Ethereum continuing to innovate and expand its ecosystem, the outlook appears promising. Investors and analysts alike will be closely monitoring Ethereum's development and market performance in the coming months. The upcoming network upgrades and new applications are likely to play a critical role in shaping Ethereum's trajectory. As Ethereum solidifies its position in the digital finance landscape, it could herald a transformative era for cryptocurrencies. As the crypto market evolves, will Ethereum's rise create a permanent shift in investor preferences? Comment your predictions below and subscribe for daily deep dives into the world of cryptocurrency.